Well, I accidentally recorded, but who cares? Let's just upload it instantly. The next one. I forgot to turn on this again, so I have to beep. Just watch the last video or something.
Exit! It's right up ahead!
Hold on, is that a control room?
Judging by the sign on the door, I'd say yes.
If we don't shut down the clones, they'll just get sent right back here.
Realizing that they're PNG tubers and therefore two-dimensional, Riggy and Pear slip through the door and they see that the boss's plan is way bigger than they ever realized.
All of them have codes. It seems like whoever uses the code sends more energy to the cloning machine. And it looks like it's getting ready to clone every Shorts YouTuber.
Yep, the boss's big plan is to use his VPN sponsorship to clone every Shorts tuber and replace them with just
Shorts tuber, well, I just make videos, kinda. I'm just
garbage content. And given how widespread VPN sponsorships are, guessing he's gonna be able to get every single YouTuber on the platform in less than a month. But thankfully, there's a way to stop.
That's terrifying. I didn't even start my channel when the boss is trying to take over. Wow.
Stop his plan once and for all. If they pull all the codes together and use the energy to overload the machine, they can use that power to create a virus that'll knock out Clone VPN forever. What then is the code? Well, here's where things get really cool. Remember when all the clones did those sponsorship videos back when they first took over? Well, each video ends with a promo code that features 2 to 3 characters, their name, and then a number 1 to 5. Now, I saw this and knew it had to mean something. By removing the creator names and then ordering what's left by those numbers at the end, you get this. Now, surprisingly, that isn't a YouTube video ID, even though it's the same length and format. So I assumed that it was some sort of a code or a cipher, but that also didn't work. We just didn't have all the information at the time. This is what that code was for. It was yet another masterful troll, and I gotta admit, this time they definitely got me. But there's a problem. They need someone on the outside to enter the code. Thankfully, they remember that Joe Kane refused the deal and hasn't been captured.
What?
Riggy? We need Shorts under code website. Defeat clones.
Okay, if I have to do it, we need to hide it from him.
Scanning the QR code that pops up on screens and hasn't been captured.
What?
Riggy? We need Shorts under code website. Defeat clones.
Okay, if I have to do it, we need to hide it from him.
Scanning the QR code that pops up on screen sends us to another secret video where Joe puts the code into the Clone VPN website, which lets Riggy and Pear create the virus. A virus that just so happens to teleport into the possession of Johnny Razor. Yep, that's where he got the drive from. A fact that the boss realizes in real time.
So they got the hard drive through the portal.
Technically, yes. And there was someone on the end to receive it.
That means,
The man in the flannel.
of course, Razor. Why does it always come back to Razor?
Though we don't actually see it happen, Razor uploads the virus, which then allows each of the creators to have a 1v1 battle against their clones to regain control.
To Razor.
Though we don't actually see it happen, Razor uploads the virus, which then allows each of the creators to have a 1v1 battle against their clones to regain control and end this saga once and for all. With the creators victorious, we're treated to a post-credit scene where the boss and Clone Riggy vow to come back. And then it's here that we get our big twist ending.
They've all regained control.
Useless
It
clones.
is Johnny.
What are we gonna do now?
We are going to do something far greater than our original plans. Because now I'm angry. And the best part is, they still don't know who's in control.
The flannel. Johnny Razor was the boss the entire time. No, that's not possible. But no, really, that's literally not possible, right? If Johnny was the one who uploaded the virus and saved the day, that means that he played an integral part in his own plan failing? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, sure, maybe you could argue that Riggy did the smart thing and went to the server room by himself, but this post-ARG Q&A stream seems to argue
What was Joe Kane
Well,
originally supposed to do? Originally, he was going to send me the flash drive, but then we changed it to take down the website and have Riggy send the flash drive instead.
even if we ignore these non-canon live streams, in the logic of the show, Johnny can't be the big boss. Remember earlier when the boss said this?
Razor. Why does it always come back to Razor?
It doesn't make sense why he'd both pretend to hate Razor and then openly admit that he's Razor in the very next scene. So no, this man can't be the real Johnny Razor. So is it a clone
Razor
then? Well,
Johnny.
Johnny's clone is...
Dead.
Take that, you stupid clone son of a... Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Yeah, he's not having the best time. So if the boss is neither the real or cloned version of Johnny Razor, then who is he? Third clone? PewDiePie? Me? This is where I have to wave the white flag, at least for now. I don't think there's quite enough information out there to solve that mystery just yet. And I suspect that the boss's identity will be a revealed when Shorts War has its season 2, which I, for one, am totally stoked for. I gotta say, this has gotta be one of the coolest ARGs that I've seen happen across YouTube. And what's more, I believe the story that these creators told has a lot more meaning than just a bunch of clones taken over. See, while watching this, I kept coming back to the question, what's the point? And I don't mean that in a harsh, like, why did they make this sort of way? No, I wanted to know what theme they were trying to communicate through all this. And I believe that we find that in the entire concept of this thing, clones. The story of this first season of the Shorts War is a commentary on cloned content across the internet. I'm sure you've seen these sorts of things around before. Either YouTube channels or TikToks or whatever will just rip content from other websites and re-upload them, trying to make a quick buck off of someone else's work. It's a problem that we here at Theorist have to deal with all the time. And it's something that Johnny Razor himself even talked about before the Shorts War ARG began.
I have been cloned, not in a lab, but on TikTok.
This, I believe, is what sparked the whole idea of the ARG. See, the clones that we see in the series could never truly replace the creators because they aren't those creators. Riggy actually sums it up perfectly in one of his shorts.
So if you were hoping to have a perfect duplicate of yourself who was in sync with you on every level, definitely not possible because our personalities are created by the experiences we've gone through all our lives.
Those real-world clone TikTok accounts might be able to steal and upload videos, but they're never gonna be those creators. A person's work is a culmination of their own experiences and insights, their successes and their failures all wrapped up into a person with their own thoughts and feelings. And in this story, I think that the clones realize this. Or at least some of them do, like Royal Pear's clone. During one of his shorts, he seems to have second thoughts about all the mindless creation of content that's now his life.
All websites on the internet are malicious or are out to get you. Oh, do I really have to do this ad read?
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I want to do something more. I get we exist for a single purpose and all, but isn't there more to existing than just making shorts?
And later, as he's interrogating the real Royal Pear, the clone feels bad about it.
Dude, I'm sorry I have to tie you up. My boss will kill me if I don't.
He's only doing it because his boss, the algorithm that needs content, is demanding it. But here's the thing. There's another path in all of this. You can take the content of a creator that you love and do your own path. You can use it as inspiration to create your own art. Even if it's similar to the people who inspired you, it'll be uniquely yours because you're the one who made it. And here's the spoiler alert. Nothing is ever wholly original anymore. I mean, Mozart and Da Vinci didn't create their own works in a vacuum. They were inspired by what they enjoyed looking at and listening to. Your favorite YouTubers? Exactly the same. Here's Johnny Razor's thoughts before they started the ARG.
And I don't care if you re-upload my stuff as long as you're giving me credit and not trying to be me. But people in the comments seem to have lost the plot and linked me to people making similar content but still their own. I'm not the first guy to talk in front of a green screen or have bad ideas. Heck, I was inspired to do the green screen by Nakey Jakey. I want to be an inspiration. Let them be inspired. Make stuff. Just do it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Johnny. I was pretty darn inspired by all of your collective work. Onward to season 2, my friends. But hey, that's just a theory. A theory.